読み物として面白くはあるのですが、内容がもう。
犯罪指南書だね。というか、横領や詐欺に関する数字が妙に生々しいな。これは前世で得た知識なんだろうか。
昼夜問わず、私を犯罪者にする話ばかりしてくるのですよ。
What's going on, everybody? We just got done watching episode number 2 of an observation log of my fiance who calls herself a villainess. Last week, I had talked about how we found a gem of the season. I love villainous anime, and this season in spring, this one's on a very short list. I think there's literally 2 anime, including this one, that have like a villainous type trope. So not a lot this season, although in seasons past, we've been getting significantly more. And if you look on like manga websites, Tappy-Tune, things like that, the whole villainous type archetype is very plentiful. So it's a fantastic genre, and I definitely implore you to go and explore that genre if you haven't. Like, I love the reincarnated into a villainous type genre. Anyways, with episode number 2, I need to let you guys know up front, I paused this episode so many times, and normally that's a bad thing, right? When I say, oh, I paused the episodes because I was bored, my eyes were glossing over, rolling in the back of my head. This was because I was dying from laughter. I was laughing so much. So one example is early on in the episode, Bertia's dad comes to meet with the prince because he's worried about his daughter, because she created a guidebook of villainy for him with pictures and instructions, and the prince validated it as not only funny but extremely accurate, so much so that it teaches embezzlement to the T with like realistic numbers. Like, basically, if dad would have followed this, he could legit be a villain. And that, it was just so funny because not only that, it had like pictures of her like going like, money making here, do this here, and it was hilarious. Later on in the episode, they're having their social debut, and one of the things that she does is go to meet with a very creepy looking bald guy. And apparently she became besties with this guy because he's one of the villains that gets her dad to come over to like the dark side. So she was like, oh, I'm gonna go get with him early and come up with all these villainous plans. And she got so close to him that she made him divulge some of the evil deeds that he wanted to do. Unfortunately, that led to him, that led to the prince kind of, what's the right word for it? Kind of pressing Bertia for info. And he's like, hey, this dude's a kid toucher. Like, he's like, did he touch you in a prayer? She's like, oh my God. And she breaks down. Again, very serious subject, but also really funny. Then as the episode kind of continues on, right? It continues to have more moments just like this. Then they go and they enter school for the first time, and or I should say the prince enters school for the first time. And as he's at school, he's talking about like, school sucks, everybody's gray, all the subject matter. Like, the school is a very high level teaching, but he's learned all this already. He's absorbed all, so it's boring. He has nothing to do. It sucks. It's boring. It's like a prison for him. Well, that boredom is very quickly quelled because Bertia comes and finds him and starts yelling, we're pregnant. We're gonna have a baby. And everyone's like, yo, what? And one guy's like, Prince is a man's man. Like, his seed is strong. And he's like, yo. He's like, yo, I was bored, but not this bored. Like, this is crazy. And even the prince's assistant, Xenon, which we later find out is that I guess he's a spirit. We later find out in the episode, but even he's like, and the prince looks at him like, you mother, like, I'm gonna get you, bro. And it's just, I was, again, dying of laughter. It comes out to find out that she was freaking out because her mom's pregnant and is gonna have a son, but in the real timeline, because her mom died, she doesn't have a son. And, you know, mom died, obviously, and the family needs to have like a male heir type deal. So they end up adopting this pretty intelligent dude who ends up being the assistant for the prince in later in life. But because her mom has a son, one, she's very happy about having a sibling, but then two, it messes up the timeline, and it messes up like what's supposed to happen. So she's extremely worried about like it going off the rails. Well, regardless, he goes and he finds this guy, he brings him in and stuff, and then that kind of leads us kind of like to the tail end of the episode where we find out like the heroine, which her name is like Heroinia, which is so ridiculous. But apparently she has like a charm ability, and we see that at the end of the episode, so that's like a serious moment. But this show continues to be such a gem. It's hilarious. It is funny. The prince being so intelligent is hilarious, and Bertia being so intelligent but also so stupid at the same time is just hilarious. Like the fact that she created a villain, like how to be a villain guidebook, is just incredibly hilarious. So yes, another week of villainy here, and it was just so funny and I loved it. I think for me, this episode was a 9 out of 10. I'm telling you, I was belly laughing. And so many shows this season are tagged comedy. I was talking about one yesterday, The Ramparts of Ice. Like, it's a comedy romance, but there's no comedy. Like, there's no funnies that happen in that show at all. And there's other shows that have premiered this season that also have like the same tag of being a comedy, and they're just not funny. Like the other one I saw this, there's at the beginning of the season was the klutzy monitor and the girl in the short skirt. I was like, oh, this is about to be funny AF, and it was not funny at all. Like, it wasn't funny. So like there's been so many disappointments this season. So anyways, I'm glad this one peaked and was actually super funny. So another week. Can't wait to watch more with you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on episode 3.